Yo, hello there, and welcome back, my fellow pixelators, and welcome back to another Minecraft pixel tutorial build. As you know, in the last part, which was a while ago, we did complete all of Naruto, as you can see right here. And in today's part, we'll be moving on to the final character, which is Kakashi, out of Team 7 Dies that we've done so far. Now, just quickly before we get started on Kakashi, I want to say some good news that the bathroom is now complete, which means I can be back to my regular upload schedule, and you're not waiting, wow, to however long you've been waiting for, which has been a while, and again, apologies for that, but there's nothing I can do about that. Now, with that being said, we are back with a regular upload schedule. And one quick thing that I just want to say as well before we get started as well, I'll be having a very big announcement coming out soon that might potentially change the way we do our Minecraft pixel tutorials here on the channel. Now, when I say might, it is only a might. I'm actually going to leave the audience to decide once that video comes out. And for those that are wondering when that video will be coming out, it'll be coming out once we complete these two builds, and I'll be talking about a new tutorial method that might interest people a bit more than this tutorial method. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering to why I'm even thinking about changing it. The reason why I'm thinking about changing it, I've actually thought of a way that is really probably actually easier to do. It might be a bit more faffing about to do, but it's definitely going to be a lot nicer, and within 2 weeks, usually we complete one design. Now, you're going to be able to complete like 5 to 7 designs in 2 weeks. It's going to be a lot more better, a lot more funner. Now, with that being said as well, let's actually get started back onto the build. So, for today's blocks, once again, using the same blocks as per usual. So, our black concrete and our bookshelf for our placement block. Now, without further ado, for today's area that we're going to start off with Kakashi, we're actually going to start from the very right hand side to this one sticking up over here. So not on the left hand side, we're going to be starting on the right hand side this time, which we usually do start on the left, but we're going to start on the right. So once you have flown to this one sticking up all the way over here, as you can see right here, with our black concrete once again, we're going to place 10 going to the left from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, just like so. Once you place 10 going to the left, we're then going to place 1 on top, just like so. Then we're going to fly underneath by 1, so back down to this spot right here. And once you have flown back down to here, we're then going to place 1 going to the left from here, just like so. And there we go. Once you place this 1 to the left, we're then going to zoom out and fly back to the one that we just placed on top. So back to this one right here. And once you fly back to this one you place on top right here, we're then going to do a right diagonal. And there we go. Once you do this upright diagonal, we're then going to place 1 on top. Then we're going to fly underneath by 1. So back down to this one right here. And once you've flown back down to this one right here, we're then going to place 4 going to the right from here. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Just like so. Once you place 4 going to the right, we're then going to do 4 upright diagonals. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Just like so. From that 4th upright diagonal we did right here, we're then going to place 1 on top of the 4th one, just like so. And then we're going to do another upright diagonal. And there we go. Once you do this upright diagonal, we're then going to place 1 on top. And then once you place this 1 on top, we're going to fly underneath by 1, so back down to this black concrete right here. And so we're then going to take out our bookshelf. And with our bookshelf, we're going to count 7 going underneath from here, and we should connect back down to the bottom right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, just like so. And as you can see, if you place 7 bookshelves going underneath from that black concrete right there, and then you're in line with the edge, that means you've done everything correctly so far right there. So we're going to go and destroy those 7 bookshelves, as we don't need those anymore. And there we go. Once you've destroyed those 7 bookshelves, we're going to fly back to the black concrete that's sticking up right here. So back to this one right here. And there we go. Once you have flown to this black concrete right here, we're then going to place another 3 black concrete going up from here. So 1, 2 and 3. And there you go. As you can see, it should have like 4 sticking up in total so far right there. Once you have got 4 sticking up in total, we're then going to do an upright diagonal. Just like so. And for this upright diagonal, we're going to place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. And there we go. Once you place that 2 on top, we're then going to take out our bookshelf again. And with our bookshelf, we're going to place 2 bookshelves going to the left from here. So 1 and 2, just like so. Once you place 2 bookshelves going to the left, we're then going to take out our black concrete and begin to place 2 black concrete going to the left from the 2 bookshelves. So 1 and 2, just like so. Once you've done this, we're then going to take our bookshelf again, and we're going to place 1 bookshelf on top of the end of the black concrete, and then once you place this one on top, we're going to fly underneath by 1, so back down to the black concrete, and continuing on with our bookshelf, we're going to place 8 bookshelves going to the left from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And there we go. Once you place 8 bookshelves going to the left from here, we're then going to take our black concrete, and we're going to place 1 black concrete going to the left of the 8 bookshelves. And there we go. Should be looking like that so far. Once you place this one to the left, we're then going to do a bottom left diagonal from here. Just like so. From this bottom left diagonal, we're then going to place 1 to the left. And there we go. Once you place this one to the left, we're then going to take out our bookshelf, and we're going to place 5 bookshelves going up from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there you go. Once you've placed 5 bookshelves going up right here, we take out our black concrete again, and we're going to place 1 black concrete on top of the 5th bookshelf, just like so. Once you place this 1 black concrete on top, we're then going to place 1 to the right, and then we're going to place 1 underneath, and then once you place 1 underneath, we're going to place 1 to the right, and then there we go. Once you place that 1 to the right there, we're then going to take out our bookshelf, and we're going to place 2 bookshelves going up from here, so 1 and 2. Once you place those 2 bookshelves on top right there, we're then going to take out our black concrete, and we're going to place 1 on top of the 2nd bookshelf, and there we go. Once you place that 1 black concrete on top, we're then going to place 1 going to the left, just like so. And then there we go. We're done with this part right here. So once we've done all of this, we're going to keep the bookshelves for now, and we're going to fly all the way over to this 1 bookshelf that we placed on top of this 2 right here. So as I said, we're going to come back to this area right here. So taking out our bookshelf again, we're going to place another bookshelf going on top of this 1 bookshelf that's sticking up on top of this 2 right here. So place another 1 on top, just like so, and there you go. As you can see, we've got 2 bookshelves sticking up from the end of that too. Once you have done that, we're going to take out our black concrete, and we're going to place 1 black concrete on top of the 2 bookshelves, just like so. Once you've done this, we're then going to do an upright diagonal, and there we go. Once we've done this upright diagonal, we're going to take out our bookshelf, and we're going to place 2 bookshelves going up from here, so 1 and 2. Once you place 2 bookshelves going up, take out your black concrete, place 1 on top of the bookshelf. Once you place this 1 on top of the bookshelf, we're then going to place 1 going to the left, just like so. Once you place this 1 to the left, we're then going to take out our bookshelf again, and with our bookshelf, we're going to place 2 bookshelves going up from here. So 1 and 2, and there we go. Once you place 2 bookshelves going up, take out your black concrete. With our black concrete, we're going to place 1 to the right of the 2nd bookshelf, just like so, and there we go. Once you place that 1 black concrete to the right, we're then going to do an upright diagonal, and there you go. Once you've done that upright diagonal right there, we're going to take out our bookshelf again, and we're going to place 1 bookshelf on top of that upright diagonal, just like so. Once you place that 1 on top, we're going to take out our black concrete, and we're going to place 1 black concrete on top of the bookshelf, just like so. Then we're going to place 1 to the left, and there we go. Once you place this 1 to the left, we're then going to do a bottom left diagonal from here, just like so. Once you've done this bottom left diagonal, we're then going to fly back in an upright diagonal direction by 1, so back to this black concrete right here. And we're then going to do 2 up left diagonals from here this time, so 1 and 2, and there we go. Should be looking like that right there. From that 2nd up left diagonal, we're then going to take out our bookshelf, and we're going to place 1 bookshelf on top. Then once you place this 1 on top, we're then going to place 1 to the right. Then from this 1 you place to the right, we're going to place 1 black concrete going to the right of this bookshelf, just like so. And then we're going to fly back into the left by 1, so back to this bookshelf right here. And we're then going to take out our bookshelf again, and we're going to place 2 bookshelves going up from here, so 1 and 2. Once you place those 2 bookshelves going up right there, We're then going to take out our black concrete and we're going to place one on top of the 2 bookshelves for now. And then once you've done this, we're then going to fly back down to the 1 black concrete right here that we placed to the right of this bookshelf right here in the corner. So back down to this black concrete. And once you've flown back to here, we're going to do a bottom right diagonal from here. There we go. Once you've done this bottom right diagonal, we're then going to zoom out, fly back to the black concrete we placed on top of the bookshelves right here. Once you've flown back to this black concrete right here, we're then going to place one on top, just like so. Once you place this one on top, we're then going to take out our bookshelf again, and we're going to place 3 bookshelves going up from here. So 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. Once you place 3 bookshelves going on top, we're then going to take out our black concrete, and with our black concrete, we're going to place one on top of the 3 bookshelves, just like so. And then we're going to do an upright diagonal. And there we go. Once we've done this upright diagonal, we're then going to do an up left diagonal from here, just like so. And from this up left diagonal, we're going to place one to the left. And from this one you place to the left, we're going to fly back into the right by 1. So back to this one right here. And we're then going to do an upright diagonal from here. And there we go. Once you've done this upright diagonal, we're then going to take out our bookshelf. And we're going to place 4 bookshelves going up from here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, once you place 4 bookshelves going on top, we're going to take out our black concrete. And we're going to place 2 black concrete going to the left from these 4 bookshelves. So 1 and 2, just like so. And there you go. Once you place that 2 black concrete going to the left of those 4 bookshelves, we're going to take out our bookshelf again. And then we're going to do our final area right here. And we're going to place 2 bookshelves going up from this end of the black concrete right here. So 1 and 2, just like so. Once you place your 2 bookshelves going up, we're going to take out our black concrete. And we're going to place one on top of the 2 bookshelves. And then finally but not least, we're going to do a bottom right diagonal from here. And there we go, we're done right there. So we should be looking like that in total so far. So as you can see, that's one of those annoying areas that I said that you have to do a lot of bookshelves going to. Which is not that much complicated, it's just annoying because there's so much areas that you have to go and branch off to. But once we have done this, we can go and destroy those bookshelves as we don't need those anymore. So we can destroy this to here and just literally everything. So we're also going to get this left side as well. Alright, and now we're just going to go up here. So we do have another one of these areas, but we won't be moving on to that area anytime soon because that's all the way on the left hand side. So basically exactly the same as here, just on the left hand side. And there we go, there's everything destroyed right there. So you probably can't tell too much detail to what that is, but once you have done this, we're going to fly back to our next area that we're going off today. And we're going to fly back to that 3 where we first placed the first 2 bookshelves going to the left from, to branch off to that 2. So back to that 3 right there on the right hand side. So flying back to here. Once you have flown back to this 3 right here, we're then going to do an upright diagonal from here, just like so. From this upright diagonal, we're then going to place 2 on top. So 1 and 2. And there we go. Once you place 2 on top, we're then going to place 1 to the right. Then we're going to place 1 on top, just like so. Then we're going to place 1 to the left. Now for this one you place to the left, we're going to place 1 on top. And there we go. Once you place this 1 on top, we're then going to zoom out. And we're going to fly back to the 2 that's sticking out on the right hand side right here. So as you can see this 2 right here. As we're going to fly to the top of this 2. So to this one right here, as you can see, we're going to fly off this one. Oh, didn't mean to break it. There we go. So we're going to go off of that one right there. And once you have flown to the top of the 2, we're going to do an upright diagonal from here. Just like so. Once you've done this upright diagonal right here, we're then going to place 2 going up from here. So 1 and 2. And there you go. Then once you place 2 on top, we're going to place 1 to the right. Just like so. Then we're going to place 1 on top. Then we're going to fly underneath by 1. So back down to this bottom right corner. So then once you have flown back to this bottom right corner right here, we're then going to place 3 going underneath from here. So 1, 2 and 3. Just like so. Once you've placed 3 going underneath, we're then going to place 1 to the right. Then we're going to fly back into the left by 1. So back to this bottom left corner. And we're then going to place one going underneath from here, just like so. Once you place this one underneath, we're then going to fly it back up to the one we placed to the right. So back to this one right here. And we're then going to place one on top. Once you place this one on top, we're going to do two right diagonals. So 1 and 2, just like so. On the second upright diagonal, we're then going to place one on top. And then finally, but not least, we're going to do another upright diagonal. And then once you've done this upright diagonal, we're going to take out our bookshelf. And we're going to count 8 bookshelves going underneath from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just like so. And as you can see, we placed 8 bookshelves going underneath. And it should connect in line with this 2 right here. So the very end 2, as you can see, which means we've done everything correctly so far. So we can go and destroy those 8 bookshelves. And there we go. Once we destroy those 8 bookshelves, we're going to fly back over to the left to this one black concrete sticking up right here. So not back on this line, we're still back in this area, just on this one right here. And then once you have flown to this black concrete right here, we're going to place another 2 going up from here. So 1 and 2, just like so. Once you've done this, we're then going to do an upright diagonal. And there we go. Once you've done that upright diagonal, we're then going to place one on top. Then we're going to place one to the right. Then we're going to place one on top. Then we're going to place one to the left. And then we're going to place one on top. Once again, we're going to zoom out. And we're going to fly back to the 2 sticking out to the right. And we're going to fly back up to the top one of the 2. So back to this one right here. Once you fly back to this one, we're then going to do 2 right diagonals. So 1 and 2. And there you go. On that second upright diagonal, we're then going to take our bookshelf. And we're going to place 5 bookshelves going underneath from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you can see, once again, we should be in line on the very right. So on top of this upright diagonal right here. And if it does connect to here, that means we've done everything correctly so far. So we're going to destroy all those bookshelves. And there we go. Once we destroyed all of these, we're going to fly back to the left. Back to this one black concrete sticking up right here. And we're then going to place another one on top of here. And there we go. Once you've done this, we're then going to do an upright diagonal. Just like so. And from this upright diagonal, we're going to place 3 on top. So 1, 2, and 3. Once you place 3 on top, we're then going to place 1 to the right. Then we're going to place 1 on top. And then we're going to fly underneath by 1. So back down to the bottom right corner. And we're then going to do a bottom right diagonal from here. Just like so. And as you can see underneath this bottom right diagonal, if you take our bookshelf and place 2 underneath. So 1 and 2. As you can see, it should connect to the second upright diagonal right here. So once again, in line with the end. So we can go destroy those 2 bookshelves, as we don't need those anymore. And then we're going to fly back up to the black concrete, sticking up here. And take our black concrete again. And place another 2 going up from here. So 1 and 2. As you can see, we've got 3 sticking up in total so far. And then finally but not least, we're going to do an upright diagonal from here. Just like so. And from this upright diagonal, we're then going to place 6 going up from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once you have placed 6 on top, we're going to fly all the way back down to the bottom. So back down to here. And taking out our bookshelf, we're going to place 4 bookshelves going underneath. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And once again, as you can see, it should be in line with the very end, so it should connect on top of that bottom right diagonal right there. And if it does, that means we've done everything correctly so far, so we can go destroy those bookshelves. And that was the final part right there, as it has gone to the end. So once we have done this, we're going to zoom out and fly all the way back down to this one black concrete that's sticking up right here. So taking our black concrete again and flying back to here. And then once you have flown back to this black concrete sticking up right here, taking our black concrete again, we're going to place another 16 going up from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And there we go. Once you've placed another 16 going up, we're then going to do an upright diagonal. Just like so. Once you have done this upright diagonal, we're then going to place 17 going up from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Once you place 17 going up, we're then going to do an upright diagonal, just like so. Once you do this upright diagonal, we're then going to place 3 on top. So 1, 2, and 3. Once you place 3 on top, we're then going to place 1 to the left. Then we're going to fly back and to the right by 1. So back to this upright corner. And we're then going to place 1 on top of here. Now from this one you place on top, we're then going to place 1 to the right. And then we're going to place 1 on top. Then we're going to place 2 going to the left. So 1 and 2. Once you place 2 to the left, we're going to fly all the way back to the right. So back to this one right here. And then once you're flying back all the way to the right here, we're going to place 4 black concrete going to the right. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once you place this 4 to the right, we're then going to take out our bookshelf and we're going to place 15 bookshelves going underneath from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And there you go. As you can see, you place 15 bookshelves going underneath right there. And that should be in line with that blank concrete right there. And if it does, that means we've done everything correctly so far. Which, by the way, that is the very top line. So we're not going to be going any more further up than that, because that is the very top line of everything so far that we have built. And there we go. So then, once we have done that, we are going to go and now destroy those 15 bookshelves, as we don't need those anymore. So I'm just going to destroy these quickly. So and there we go. Once you had destroyed those 15 bookshelves right there, we are going to zoom out. So I'm going to leave that there for today, which is quite short, but I'm just going to leave that to there, as we are left off our quite nice part. So if you can't tell what we've done a bit of the face detail there, which again, you can't really tell too much there. But that side right there is the ear, actually in the bottom right, but there's also hair there as well if you can't tell. Now, with that being said, that is the end of today's part, which again, doesn't look like a lot, but we definitely have done quite a bit. And the next part, we'll be moving over to Kakashi's eye, and we'll be doing his right eye, where the scar is going down here. So without further ado, if you have enjoyed this build so far, feel free to go and hit that like button if you haven't already. And once again, if you're new to the channel, or you find yourself going back often, and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, then go and do that. It's completely for free and helps out a lot. I guess it's closer to that 500 sub goal. And without further ado, I'll see you in the next one. So peace out, enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.